Right, welcome back to the FM Lowdown channel. The Sheffield Wednesday save is in full swing at the moment, and we're on the squad screen, and you're probably wondering, why are you showing us this screen to start an episode? Well, remember when I said we can sign players up until March, basically, because they're free? I've done some business. He goes by the name of Raheem Sterling. I don't know how or why he's only on £20,000 a week. 31 years old, 2-year contract. I mean, off the ball 17, natural fitness 16. Still got something about him physically, 13 pace. Only the 12 finishing nowadays. But his off the ball work is so good. I thought if he's going to come in at the back post, he's going to get tap-ins the way we play. So in 82 caps and 20 goals for England, he has joined Sheffield Wednesday in their fight for promotion, I must add. 7 wins, 4 draws, 0 defeats. Birmingham City are matching us all the way so far. We're only 2 points clear of Blackburn and 3 clear of Leicester City. Then there's a gap of 4 further points to Charlton and Stockport. It's looking like we are in a sort of a race here. Even if we go off my XG table, we're third. Coventry would be top and Bristol City would be second. Bristol City are 7th and Coventry are down in 13th. So it's looking very happy. We were still predicted to finish about 17th in the old pre-season preview thing. So we've bought Raheem Sterling. And in terms of we getting off camera, as you can tell by the results, the last episode we won the Coventry. We beat Coventry 2-0, and again we didn't deserve to win. We got absolutely battered. 2.1 XG to their R0.3, and we somehow won 2-0. Not overly sure how we managed it, but we just took our chances. We drew 1-1 with Stockport, who were 6th at the time. Cadamartri gave us a really early lead before Brodie Hughes scored for Stockport County, released by Chelsea. Bender then got injured, so Josh Vickers made his debut in a 1-1 draw against Leeds in a Yorkshire derby. Incredibly equal game. I was going to do that, but there was literally 3 games in the middle, so I opted against it. And we got a well-deserved point at Ellen Road. We then played, because we had some reason, we had a 3-week break. I think that's because in real life they're obviously having the 3-week international break now instead of having one in October. As you can tell, we've got a game every week in October. So the 3-week international break was a thing. We played 2 friendlies. I played people to try and keep the fitness up near enough. So you can look by the squad. It's extremely young, or players that have barely played for us. We won 9-0 and 4-0 in them games. Virtually players just need fitness. And then we came back to championship action with a 2-2 draw against Birmingham City. And they took the lead. We instantly replied. Carlon Grant gave us the lead on the stroke of half-time. But Phil Newman scored from a corner in the 86th minute, which was really annoying, quite frankly. I thought we did just about enough to deserve to win that game, but it is what it is, and we got a point against second place Birmingham. But today we have 2 of the relegated sides, Wolves and Burnley. Wolves, as you saw in the table, they were up there. They're now down in 10th, and if we go to their fixtures recently, they've only got 2 wins in their last 7, so they are out of form. And then we face Burnley, but look at the players, like the current abilities are all still 5 stars. So this is not a game we can take lightly. And Burnley are down in 16th at the moment, really struggling to get going, but again have quality in their squad. They have got 1 win in their last 9, I think that is. So we will be going there to win, as we always do. Fasuri's gone away with Zimbabwe, and Noel Huggins is injured, so fullback-wise, we're a bit stretched at the moment. Reece Johnson is back from injury, though, so he will come in at left-back. At right-back, how is Big Dan, the Icelandic man? He's back fit, so that's great news. So he'll come in at right-back. And then on the bench, I wish it would just tell me who's on the bench. Raheem Sterling, well, he's got to be on the bench, isn't he? Kabaki will probably be the man that comes off the bench. We don't really have another fullback, even through like the youth academy. We don't really have a fullback. Alu is probably the one that you'd probably pick, but he's played for the kids team, so he is unavailable. So I think we'll go with that then. You got Raheem Sterling on the bench. I can't really drop Carlon Grant, and he's not match fit yet anyway. Got Paul Smith on the bench, Kabaki on the bench, Valle's on the bench, so we've got plenty of forward players on the bench. There's still one more forward player I'm really trying to get. He plays on the right-hand side. If we can have him, we will have the player I'm trying to get, Sykes, Grant, Sterling. It would allow Kabaki to leave, and Paul Smith is then there for someone that can play either side as a fifth choice, near enough winger. We would then probably get rid of Kabaki, but I'm really trying to get him. But at the moment, we are falling short on the contract. So this is the team to play Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hopefully, we can continue our really good run. Raheem Sterling gets the number 26. Hopefully, we can continue our run. We've got this year. We've got a squad. Last year, I was critical that we didn't have a big enough squad. This year, I really do think, especially with the youngsters that we're bleeding in as well, we've got a really good squad. I don't know how we've done it, but we've got a good squad. This Wolves team, somehow it's not doing very well. I mean, you've got João Gomez and Andre still in midfield. Charlie Cresswell's on the bench. Holy moly. Strand Larsen's on the bench. This is going to be a really tough game. Regardless of their form, this is going to be a really, really tough game here at Hillsborough. Wolves sitting in 10th, out of form. Hopefully, we can continue our unbeaten start, but unbeaten starts can't go on forever. There's no way we're going to go 46 games unbeaten. Let's see what we can do then. At Hillsborough at home, we're very good at home. Let's see what we can do against Wolves as we get the game underway. Thankfully, they don't have a chance. In the first 5 minutes, we aren't not having the ball, but we don't need it. But we're a better team without the ball, I think, as Andre takes the throw. Andre into Menezzi. Menezzi across to Hugo Bueno. João Gomez now goes for goal, and that flies past Bender's post. But I've noticed with Wolves, they're just literally leaving the three back, and then you've got the Gomez just in front. We should have pace on the break. Maybe I'll go to a more counter-attacking style. We'll see how the chances play out as Brown to Bernard. Big Dan at right back finds Mark Sykes. Inside to Ingleson. Gets past João Gomez. Ingleson now to Sykes. He takes on Hugo Bueno. Gets past. Good ball round the corner for Ingleson. Ingleson back to Sykes. He goes for goal and it skims past Inaki Peña's post. A good chance for us as the highlight immediately. As all play it out from the back. They've got that spare man in midfield, haven't they, at the moment as well, and especially in build up in their final third. As T'Challa is now using his pace down the right flank. That's a good ball in. Hugo Bueno doesn't win the header. We've cleared it as far as João Gomez into Menezzi, who goes for goal straight away, and that whistles past the post as well as we approach the 15-minute mark, and we continue on with another highlight. Good ball out wide to Johnson. Carlin Grant. Ingleson's onside, and Ingleson's through. It's Svante Ingleson. Has to do better. Just has to do better there. Had a man up with him as well. He could have squared it. And Inaki Peña stands up well, to be fair, and makes a good save. But that was an opportunity there to make it 1-0. A really good opportunity. As we approach the 25-minute mark, still 0-0. We can be pretty happy with our performance so far. Limited Wolves to 2 long shots, while having, I think, a clear-cut opportunity of our own, which we did not take. We've now got a goal kick. What are we going to do here? He's launched it long. That's a poor kick, but we picked up the second ball with Alan Brown. Knocks it into Carlin Grant, coming inside. Grant. Big Dan. Cadamartri, good ball through. Carlin Grant's in. Carlin Grant. And he's missed it. He's got competition for his place, and that's 2 clear-cut chances we've now had. We've not taken either of them. So we've got a corner with Barlassa. That's a good ball in. And we've attacked it in Cadamartri. Gives Sheffield Wednesday the lead. 7th goal of the season for Cadamartri. He's really continuing where he left off, and we've got competition for his place this year. We didn't really have that last year. And we lead 1-0 against Wolves from a corner. And we're not a team that score many from corners. And we lead Wolves, recently relegated Wolves 1-0. As João Gomez has the ball. We're pretty much in our shape here. As Hugo Bueno knocks it inside to Arias. Good tackle by Alan Brown. Sykes. Dribbles past one. Sykes. Still going, Mark Sykes. And he goes for goal, and it's caught by Inaki Peña. Probably should have passed it, but got past 3 of them and probably deserved to have the shot. as the ball is taken long. We win the first contact, don't win the second. Chiakwa now for Wolves. João Gomez into Manetzi. Out wide to T'Challa, who does have pace. Good tackle by Johnson, but they've picked up the ball again. T'Challa gets the cross in. Good clearance, and now we're on the ball with Ingleson. Now we're breaking. Oh, and Sykes stopped if he just continued that run. And Sykes has launched it forward, and Cadamartri, good first touch, Cadamartri's in again. And he scores again. It's 2-0 Sheffield Wednesday. Get in there. 8th goal of the season. And Sheffield Wednesday lead 2-0 against Wolves. Get in there. Come on, boys. As we approach half-time, don't let them score on the stroke of half-time. We haven't kept a clean sheet for a very long time, which is a bit annoying. As Manetzi down the channel. T'Challa in. Cleared by Sykes. João Gomez to Bueno. Arias, Andre. Back out wide to T'Challa's good move by Wolves, and they've scored. Marshall Manetzi scores on the stroke of half-time. We have a habit of conceding goals in injury time. And there's a highlight immediately, which is always worrying. Cadamartri, Grant, Brown, Bernard. Bender probably should have done better for the goal as well. I think it went actually under him as well. Barlaser are keeping the ball relatively nicely here. Carlin Grant, just knock it wide. Good. There you go. Johnson. Just keep the ball. Play for half time. Be sensible. That's it. And we build up again. Brown. Big Dan over the top. Cadamartri knocks it down and Carlin Grant's in and Carlin Grant scores and it's offside. Really patient build up. And that'll be half time. A disallowed goal on the stroke of half time for us. We lead 2-1 at the break. I think look at the defence. If I probably played Iorfa at centre half, we'd probably be a bit more solid. But we've got to develop these youngsters. They'll be worth a lot of money, and the more we develop them, the less likely I am to have to go and buy another centre back. And they're on low wages for 3 or 4 years, so that can only work in our favour. So we approach the 60-minute mark. We still lead 2-1. I'm pretty happy to have a boring second half, as we are going to make a substitution. The only position I probably really want someone is in that attacking midfield position, but the player we're looking at who can play on the right can also play attacking midfield, and that's probably where I'd play him. As we're going to bring on Barry Bannan for Ingleson, and we're just going to not shut up shop, but we're just going to move him back a bit. We'll make Barlasa that a box to box, and then Bannan can be the advanced playmaker, but we just sit that little bit deeper in build up. I really want to get Sterling on, but I think it would be really stupid to get Grant off. He's having a pretty decent game. He's had 2 opportunities, 1 offside and 1 he should have scored. As we approach the 70th minute mark, we have a corner. Johnson takes, and Pena, that's a poor, nobody attacked it, and Pena just catches that with ease. As we're waiting for him to take, and he's launched it long. We haven't dealt with that at all. And Bellegarde is through for Wolves, and he's smashed it over. That's fine. He was a bit late there to challenge, then was a bit indecisive, and then they've just knocked it through. So warning signs for us there. As we approach the 80th minute mark, we are now going to bring on Raheem Sterling for his debut. On he comes, and we're just going to get fresh legs up the pitch as well. We're going to bring on our Uruguayan striker. 80th minute. Can we hold on? Is the question. They have a corner with Bellegarde. As Middlesbrough smacking Luton 4-0. We've cleared the corner, but nobody's on the edge of the box. I probably need to look at that as well. Bellegarde in. Charlie Cresswell heads. Charlie Cresswell scores, and it's 2-2. I was worried about him, and he didn't start. And he's got his first goal of the season as we concede from a second phase of a corner. And now it's all about not losing this game and throwing away a 2-goal lead. Again, it happens so much on my Orient save, you'd beggar's belief. As Manetzi now has the ball. Andre. Doyle, that's a good pass. This is good build-up by Wolves, and Bellegarde's through. The keeper should be coming out there. He's a sweeper keeper and he's on his line. And it's 3-2 to Wolves. We've completely thrown this away. Maybe my fault a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have sat us so deep. That might be my fault, as we'll bring Paul Smith on to play attacking midfield. And we'll bring Dominic Iorfa on as well at centre-half. But I've made a big mistake in this game, I think. I shouldn't have brought Banan back, because it just let them play out so much easier. I think I should have made the substitution, but moving him back just kind of invited pressure. I shouldn't have done it. As there is a highlight immediately. Hopefully we can make this 3-0. As the big Uruguayan finds Paul Smith. Paul Smith, one-on-one, shoots and scores. Paul Smith, immediately after we've changed it back, makes it 3-0 with 89 minutes on the clock. Good hold-up play by our big Uruguayan. A good through ball as well. And Paul Smith off the bench in the attacking midfield position makes it 3-0. We know we've just got to hold on. I'd take again, statistical-wise, you're probably looking at it like a point is a fair result, but when you're 2-0 up, you can't throw it away. 83rd, 85th minute, we've just thrown it away in like a 5-minute spell there. But we have shown a bit of character to come back. We've drawn 3-0. And we've maintained an unbeaten start. Birmingham are still unbeaten. We need to probably check what business Birmingham have done, to be honest, because somehow they're still unbeaten. 8 wins, 4 draws for Birmingham. We've got 7 wins, 5 draws. Can we check what they've done? Transfer history. Spinazzola, Beadle, Corduro, Vargas, Alfie Dorrington. There's nothing like... You probably look at it. Spinazzola's probably the one you look at and go, wow, with his reputation. But anyway, we've now got Burnley next, who... How did they get on in the last game? They won. So Burnley have just come off the back of a 3-1 win against Hull. So we'll be back when we get to the match day. Right, back for the Hull City game then. So we've made a couple of changes to the team. Bender's going to be in goal. The bigger signed Dick Dan is at right back. Bernard Ayango comes in for our Thai 16-year-old. Johnson at left back. Barlassa and Brown still in the middle. Raheem Sterling gets his first start on the left. He missed too many chances, did Grant. So Sterling starts, Ingleson in the middle, Sykes on the right. Cadamartri still leads the line after his 2 goals. On the bench, Spafford has made his way onto the bench instead of one of the defenders. So we have a bit more attacking talent on the bench. Hopefully we can win a game, and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet, because we've had a lot of draws in a row now. I'm very aware of that. Maxime Sted's not playing. Nor's Barshagli. Nor's Tachowner. Okay, but Koleosho is. It's still a strong-looking Burnley side. Let's see if we can continue our unbeaten start against Burnley. I think we're away this time. So we're in second, and Burnley, as we saw just now, we're in 13th place. I don't really know what that camera is, but we're at home again. Okay. Hopefully we can continue our really good run of form then. If we draw again, that's not the end of the world. We'd have drawn 4 games against Stockport, Birmingham, Leeds, Wolves, against teams that are in and around us in the table. They're all kind of top 6 region or have been relegated. So there's positives to get out of it, I suppose, as Beck now has the ball. Sykes came in narrow to do the press and it hasn't worked. As Beck now just knocks it around the corner for Koleosho. It's really poor defending this, and Koleosho's shot is tame and goes out for a goal kick in the opening 6 minutes. But warning signs there with the overlaps with the fullbacks and us not tracking them, or going into press when we don't need to in the middle of the park. When we're playing the same system, so as Ingleson's picked up another knock, it seems. So I really want to get this other player over the line. We'll hopefully have him in the next episode. But there is another championship team now interested in him, which isn't really ideal, because they can offer more money. We offered him 20, so it could be a highest paid player, 24 grand a week, and he declined it. It gets to a point where we're not even paying Raheem Sterling 24 grand a week, and Sterling is more experienced. I don't know if he's better, in terms of statistical stats, much better in front of goal, but in what a position we're going to need in attacking midfield, especially we'll probably have to get rid of Ingleson in January to get some money. I'm very aware, though, that our wage budget has taken an absolute hammering, and it's already half-time, a really boring first half. Our wage budget's taken a hammering this year, especially if we sign him. We're going to be about 20 grand over. But obviously all the money that we've raised from transfers hasn't gone into my budget. I've got about 10%. So when we sold Charles for 5 million, I got about 800 grand of it. So we're virtually getting nothing of the sales. It's all going into the owner's pocket. We did have an email in the 2 days that we've simmed that the takeover rumours are persisting again, and apparently somebody's now made an offer. So now we wait again to see if we get taken over. As Burnley have the ball and we've just launched it clear, they're going to pick up that ball because we've got nobody forward. This is the problem with my it's really good by Ingleson. Really, really good. A poor pass, but he's got nobody forward. We're trying to get up as Raheem Sterling has the ball. Just knock it left. Sterling, he's taken past Hannibal. Sterling goes for goal. Raheem Sterling! Oh, that's what you pay the money for. Raheem Sterling scores in his first start for Sheffield Wednesday. 60 minutes gone. And Sheffield Wednesday lead against Burnley. What a finish by Raheem Sterling. As we approach the 70th minute, we're going to make some substitutions. Sterling's going to go out to the right flank. Sykes is going to come off for Carlin Grant. Ingleson will also come off for... We're not making the same mistake. Paul Smith will play in attacking midfield. We've got players shattered all over the pitch. Alan Brown's going to come off as well for Barry Bannan as well. Add a bit more legs, shall we say, to the midfield. Just freshness. I'm trying to keep the squad, while we've got a bigger squad, we're still trying to keep the squad very consistent because trying to build partnerships, and we're playing well at the end of the day. As we hope, we're going to change our approach to a bit more of a balanced approach. Just as I do that, there is a highlight as Johnson brings the ball forward, knocks it into Carlin Grant, taking up a really good position. There's two in the middle and he's not looking up. It's a good ball out wide to Sterling. Good first touch. Big Icelandic Dan has the ball. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, he's done well. Barlasa, please look left. He's gone for goal anyway, and it's over the bar. Johnson was unmarked on the left flank. With 10 minutes to go, I'm about to change Johnson's role because I know we're really high pressing, but with this sort of time to go, I don't particularly want him doing that. As Johnson finds Barlasa, just keep the ball. Bannan. There you go, the right back inverts. We've got a spare man, Paul Smith. Good ball, Cadamartri. Good first touch and scores 2-0. 9th goal of the season for Cadamartri. That should be game, set and match. That should be that. With 5 minutes to go, I'm now going to change him from a wing back to a full back just to keep him back. In terms of other changes, we need to get some. We're going to get Cadamartri off. We probably need to bring one of the defenders off. Bernard, maybe. We've got another game at the weekend, haven't we, as well? Barlasa's tired as well. Ethan Brearley's going to come on for Barlasa. That's what we'll do. Ethan Brearley hasn't had a lot of football. I just hope I don't... Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the backside with 5 minutes to go. As we head into injury time, it looks like we're going to get a win. Our first win in about 4, but we've drawn all of them. As we head... there's 4 minutes of injury time and there's a highlight. Sterling, good first touch. Into Paul Smith. Smith loses the ball. Probably should have passed that quicker. Josh Cullen. Outward to Brun Larsen. Over the top for Armando Broja. He's been played onside by Bernard. Broja is a man in the middle unmarked. Amdouni scores 2-1. There goes our clean sheet. We will eventually keep another clean sheet. With 3 minutes to go, there's another highlight, and it's Burnley's. We've cleared the ball as far as Josh Cullen. The keeper is up. Marcus Edwards has the ball on the edge of the box. It's a good save, and Broja just taps it in and he's offside. I nearly got bitten in the backside for bringing people on, but we've won 2-1. We lose our clean sheet. I mean, we very nearly lost all 3 points. But we do win. The lads are knackered. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? But we have won. Stay second. 3 points clear of third place Leicester and Blackburn in 4th. 6 clear of 5th place Millwall. But we've got a nice 8 point gap to 6th and 7th and 8th and 9th place clubs. Birmingham still lead the way as they win again, 2 points clear of us. We've got 3 injuries and fitness updates on the back of that game. Mark Sykes has already reached 5 yellow cards in 13 games, so he's not available for the next game, which is against Sheffield United, who are mid-table. Reece Johnson's out for 3 days. They've just got tight muscles. So that's the end of this episode then. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll be back for the game. Where are we now? Probably some point in December, maybe around Leicester. Well, we should do the Leeds game because I missed the last Leeds game, so I don't particularly want to do all of this and then come back for Leeds, so there'll be a game in the middle and then maybe a shorter break. So hope to see you all then.